So pleased to have Josh Turner joining us today. And Josh, first of all, congratulations on the announcement of being a dad for the third time. Very exciting.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. We're very excited, and got a third boy coming.
You're a brave man. You and your wife, I must say. I've only got one boy, and that's hands full right there. And then three of them.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna have a busy house.
They're pretty quality entertainment.
So, are you guys trying for a girl then? Is that why you keep having all these boys?
Oh well, we'd like to have a girl, obviously, but we're very content with having healthy children, and that's what we're most concerned about, and we just take it one day at a time.
So heading up into Canada, is this how many times you've been up into Canada at this point?
I've been up there quite a few times, but I always look forward to going up there because it's not an everyday thing, and the fans up there are just really excited when we come across the border, and we always look forward to putting on a new show and playing country music for them.
Do you do anything different when you're performing for Canadian fans versus an American audience?
Well, if it's in Eastern Canada, I just sing all my songs in French. But,
No, there you go. That sounds pretty fun.
I just go up there and I just do what I always do. I try to let the fans really see and hear my heart. During the length of the set, and just like I say, just try to present my music to them in the most quality way I possibly can.
So it's been a pretty amazing, year to 18 months for you, obviously personally as well, but professionally, you've been on a pretty good roll lately.
Yeah, I've been very thankful to have this album out. This album means a lot to me, and just it's been getting a great response from the fans. And obviously, the first single off this album, "Why Don't We Just Dance," went to #1 and stayed there for 4 weeks, and now we have the second single off the album in the top 10 right now, and it's scratching and clawing its way to #1.
And I know too, with releasing the new album and topping the charts, like it seems like you've been going nonstop since then.
Yeah, we haven't really taken a real legitimate break. We've taken off a week or two here and there, but we've just tried to stay consistent and stay busy, and just we continue to try to gain fans, and just been working hard and enjoying the ride.
Now, I've got to say, Long Black Train is still one of my favorite songs. Is that one that elicits a lot of response from the audience when you perform it?
Oh yeah. To this day, the Long Black Train is one of the crowd's favorites, and they love to sing along and just have a good time while I'm playing that song. But it's also a song that's very meaningful to a lot of people, and I still get stories from people about how it's affected them, emotionally or spiritually, and so it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal.
And I know too, just a little while ago, you were featured on the CMA Music Fest, the big special on ABC. Oh wow! What did it feel like to see yourself on national television?
It's I don't know. It's just part of the business. It's part of getting the word out there about me and my music, and I've played that show probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now, and it's a really cool, fun show to have people come from all across the country and all across the world to Nashville, Tennessee, and just and be there on our home turf for us to entertain them. So it's always a fun show.
So obviously the music is the main thing about what you're all about, but tell us a little bit about being in the movie Billy, the early years.
That was more of a case of where I was just kind of paying honor and tribute and paying homage to a living legend and an icon in music and gospel music. Billy Graham obviously is well known throughout the world, but a lot of people don't know how he got to that point to where he was the popular evangelist that he is today. And the movie kind of showcased, how he got there and the people that helped him get there. And George Beverly Shea was one of those people that were right there, right by his side through all of that, even early on. And so George Beverly Shea was, like I say, he was definitely an icon. I tell people, growing up in the rural South in America, Billy Graham and George Beverly Shea were kind of like Batman and Robin. They were superheroes to us. And so when I got the offer to play that part, it seemed tailor-made for me because it was a small acting part. There was some singing involved. It was all shot right there in Tennessee, and it only took a day of my time. And so it was very fun and, a good way to kind of cut my teeth on the acting thing.
Well, and of course, then you've got the Canadian connection with George Beverly Shea being born in Canada as well.
Exactly. Yeah, and I had done a lot of research on his accent and his dialect and the way he pronounced certain words, and it was quite a challenge for this old South Carolina boy. But,
so you had to learn a Canadian accent then.
Yeah, he had to learn. I had to learn certain pronunciations of certain words that he would throw out there every now and then that a lot of people don't really realize unless you listen really closely to it. But man, what a great singer, and just a huge icon.
And I know you are also one of the youngest members of the Grand Ole Opry right now. How does it feel to have such a big honor to be part of that legendary group?
Well, I made my debut back in 2001 there, and was such a memorable night after having 2 standing ovations and an encore. And to be a part of that family, to be a part of that institution is such an honor for me. It's like a second home to me, and the people out there are great, and the Opry crowds are some of the best in the world. So it's just an honor to be officially a part of that family.
Now, I've got to tell you, in the last couple of weeks, we ran a contest to give away tickets to your show here in Chatham that we called Just Like Josh. So people had to call and not only sing your song, but they had to sing it with the line and the big low voice.
That's funny.
Now, with that, has that always been a natural sort of thing? Was it an overnight thing where your voice just kind of went from higher to where it is now?
It was more gradual. It was a pretty humbling process. I had some vocal trouble back in 1996 that I had to work through, and that eventually got me into a lot of classical training when it came to singing and even speaking. So I had to learn a lot, and my voice went through a lot back in those days, and it was scary there at one point. I thought that I would never be able to sing again, but as I learned how to take care of my voice and learned how the voice actually works, I learned a lot about it and learned how to take care of it. And with my rigorous schedule where we're playing shows night after night after night, it's something that I have to take care of, because one thing a lot of people don't realize is that the voice is a muscle. And just like any other muscle, you have to stretch it, and you have to take care of it. You have to keep it hydrated and use it properly. And so that's what I've done, throughout the years. And so it was actually a blessing in disguise, because I learned how to use it and take care of it.
I'd say probably something too that has led to, or will lead to, hopefully some career longevity for you, be able to perform, way later on in your years as well.
That's the goal.
Fingers crossed, right?
So would there be a gospel album in your future, do you think?
That's something I've always wanted to do, and I don't think now is the right time for that, but, definitely down the road, that's something I want to do, and, I'll definitely have a good time doing that one.
Well, Josh, we can't wait to see you on the stage here at the brand new Chatham Capitol Theater. As you're, I don't know if you know, but you're part of the big opening week festivities for it. So
cool.
Totally revamped, totally remodeled theater. So
Okay.
got to be pretty exciting then to take the stage at an older theater.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with us as well. And we'll let you get back to your day and just say thank you so much. Can't wait to see you here in Chatham.
Okay, looking forward to it. We'll have a good time.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank y'all.